In this section, we're going to talk about point of sale materials, or POSM, and we're going to give a lot of inspiration and best practices and best in class using the 4C toolkit as a framework to frame the different kind of POSM. So we'll have POSM within cut through, we'll have POSM within clear, within connect, and within consistent. So I'll just be giving a few great examples for each of the 4Cs, and we're just going to talk through what is actually making these POSM standing out and something that is really best in class. So let's deep dive into it. So cut through examples. So these are examples that really illustrate how POSM can face the shopper flow in the path to purchase by being visually disruptive. So they stand out in the category and will thus grab the shopper's attention. So movement, light and color, shape, contrast and sound can really help to cut through the clutter. So here are a few examples that I found really good when it comes to at least cutting through the clutter. The first example here is from Coca-Cola, and this is a very nice, very premium display as well. It has very nice lighting on it. It's a bit unusual for Coca-Cola because usually it would be very red, but you don't see that. So obviously it's the light that really brings this POSM and this display to stand out. But they also have very nice key visuals here as well, showing the shopper what occasion the Coca-Cola here is from, or how it's supposed to be used. So a very nice display that really cuts through from my attention. Then we have another example here from Pepsi-Cola. So this is a shelf fin or shelf wobbler. This is also something that you don't see that often in the supermarket. So that's also why this is a very unusual and fun kind of point of sale material. This is also something that I believe cut through the clutter because it really works with the shapes to see the splash that you see here. And it's something that really is unique to the point of sale materials and something that for sure will grab the attention of the shoppers. Another example up here from Coca-Cola is a very simple, also I would guess probably quite cheap point of sale materials that you have in the carts that you walk around, probably mainly when you're doing the main shopper trip mission. But this is very clever because this is something that you as a shopper always will focus on. You will always have your eyes on your cart as well. So you will see this constantly and you will constantly be reminded about, hey, maybe you should grab a Coca-Cola. It also shows some prices here and some offers, so that's why it also is quite unique and something that stands out. Then we have a shelf kind of fin or a shelf display here as well from a brand. Also, again, here for me, what stands out is the coloring, it's the light, and then it has these shelf fins that makes it different from the rest of the shelf and the category that you see. So my eyes as a shopper is immediately drawn towards this display. And the last example I have on this page is a floor sticker from Heineken. This is really playing with the 3D illusional perspective, and that's also why I found this example really creative as well. So it's also something that will stand out and you're kind of imagining that it's a 3D and there's a hole there. So if you are a shopper walking around this, you will definitely notice this and see this. If we take another few examples when it comes to cut through, this is some different kind of POSM. Here we have some POSM for the on-trade, and this is a 1664 blank bottle where they have removed the labeling and then just put some very nice lighting in there. So it's something that really stands out if you are in a dark place, for instance in a bar or maybe a restaurant or a discotheque. If you have put these POSM, people will immediately notice this blue bottle and will know if the brand is big in that part of the world or country, that this is a 1664 blank bottle. Then we have another example here, which is a nice cocktail as well. It's not branded or anything, but it's just to show that you can actually get glasses that are lit up from the bottom. When you're having a drink at the bar or at the table, it lights up and makes the cocktail look very premium. And this is a great example of a point of sale material. So you could have your branding here as well and will just enhance the premium experience of your brand. Then we have Guinness. This is also a very clever thing that Guinness have done. They have kind of this pouring ritual where they pour the beer and then it lights up while pouring, because Guinness is very unique in the way that it's poured and in the way that it's shown the liquid here. You can see it has a lot of different nuances and colors as well. So it's something that really shows this very unique, perfect serve, and they have highlighted that by putting light into the glass. Then we have an activation here, a pop-up stand from Tangerine and Alcohol Brain as well. This is a very premium Tangerine stand that you can see, and it has so many unique effects, so many displays, so many nice visual elements that is also something that cuts through. It's not just the size, it also the visual elements of it. Is you both have Tangerine 00, you have the Tangerine London Original, you have key visuals, you have a special stand here with some fruits in it that complements the gin as well. And there's just a lot of great elements here as well that makes this cut through and makes it look very premium. And then the last example in the cut through point of sale materials is this one. A semi-permanent display that's really made like a cup of soup. Here you can have multiple different variants and SKUs, and it's just something that cuts through the clutter again if you're walking as a shopper, because this is not something that you see very often. So it's definitely something that you would notice as a shopper immediately. So those were just to wrap off quite a lot of great examples of point of sale materials that really cuts through the clutter.